All right, folks, it's a beautiful day at the old ballpark. So put your mustard on that dog, grab that bag of peanuts, sip that cold one, and let's meet our Tiger of the Day.
Today's Tiger video is Austin Bergner. He is represented by a 2023 Bowman, prospect autographs, slabbed by stats grading. If you follow the Detroit Tigers, you know the big names, the top prospects, the guys who make the highlight reels. But every organization survives on a different group too. Pitchers who grind through the minors, take the ball when the system needs innings, and keep entire affiliates afloat. Today we're talking about Austin Bergner, a right-handed pitcher drafted by Detroit in 2019, whose Tigers journey is a perfect example of how pro baseball careers are built one start at a time. Austin Bergner is a right-handed pitcher, and Detroit grabbed him in the 9th round of the 2019 MLB draft, 262nd overall, out of the University of North Carolina. And here's a quick bit of context. Bergner had actually been drafted earlier, back in 2016 by the Boston Red Sox, but he didn't sign, choosing the longer development route through college. That decision matters because it shaped the kind of pitcher he became in the Tiger system. A project with tools, size, and upside, trying to turn into reliable professional production. When you're a mid-round pick, your path usually isn't a rocket ship. It's more like a staircase, one level at a time, and Bergner's time in the Tigers organization followed that exact blueprint. After entering pro ball in 2019, he began the climb through Detroit's affiliates, learning how to attack hitters who punish mistakes a lot harder than the guys you faced in college. Then, like so many minor leaguers, his development timeline hit a weird speed bump, the lost 2020 minor league season. For a lot of pitchers, that year became a behind-the-scenes grind, refining mechanics, sharpening a breaking ball, building strength without the normal rhythm of game action. By the early 2000s, Bergner was doing what org depth pitchers do, showing up wherever the Tigers needed him, taking turns and trying to turn organizational innings into real opportunity. One of the clearest signs you're getting closer is when you start bouncing between the upper levels. Bergner spent time at Lakeland, then Erie, and even reached Toledo, the doorstep of the majors. That kind of movement usually means two things. The organization trusts you to compete, and they're testing whether your stuff plays against better hitters. And for a pitcher, that test is relentless. In the upper minors, hitters don't just miss pitches, they punish them. So if you're still getting innings and assignments, you're doing something right. In 2025 specifically, Bergner's transactions show him moving between Toledo and Erie during the season, basically living the life of a call-up ready depth arm. Now let's talk about the part that fans sometimes overlook. Not everyone in the system is being groomed as the next ace. Some pitchers are built into the machine as support beams. They eat innings, stabilize rotations, protect younger arms from being rushed, and help a team survive the marathon of a full minor league season. Across his Tigers affiliate career, Bergner logged a substantial minor league workload, exactly the kind of resume you see from pitchers who are always one strong stretch away from being the next guy up. And that's why stories like this matter, because the Tigers don't develop prospects in a vacuum. There's an entire ecosystem around them. Here's a fun one. Bergner was on the national radar well before most fans ever heard his name. In 2015, he was mentioned among notable arms for USA Baseball's 18U national team. That's the kind of stage where future pros and future first-rounders show up, and it's a reminder that the talent was always there. After several years in the Tigers' pipeline, Bergner's first chapter with Detroit closed when he elected minor league free agency on November 6, 2025. And honestly, that's not a failure. It's baseball. A lot of players reach a point where the best move is a new organization, a new opportunity, maybe a clearer path, maybe a different pitching program, maybe just a better fit. So when you think about Austin Bergner's time with the Detroit Tigers, think of it as the real-life version of baseball's grind. Drafted in 2019, climbed through affiliates, worked the upper minor shuttle, and kept pushing until free agency opened the next door. And if you're a Tigers fan who likes the behind-the-scenes side of player development, this is exactly the kind of story that explains how organizations stay alive over a long season. If you enjoyed this deep dive look at a Tiger's pitching journey, drop a like, subscribe, and comment